There are a lot of beautiful women here tonight, very elegantly dressed. There's only room for one to my eye and in my heart, and that's that girl that just sat down over there. Sweetheart, you look ravishing. My love, I'll prove that to you later. Now wait a minute, after everything you've heard of this convention so far, that gets the biggest cheer? You're killing me. All right. I want to say something on behalf of Cindy and I and the leadership team of this company to all of you, especially those of you that are part-time and first-time. We want to express our gratitude that you're here with us. We want to express our admiration for the effort that you have made, for the sacrifices inherent in the fact a lot of you are just starting out. You haven't made any money or very little so far, yet you went travel expenses. You're paying for your hotel room. You're covering the food. You paid registration fees. A lot of you took time off work, vacation days, maybe even unpaid days to be here. And I want you to know, on behalf of all of us, and those that are coming up, many of whom will come up for recognition tonight, how much we respect your effort and how grateful we are for your attendance here. We're going to make a sincere effort to keep this thing moving tonight. Our track record has not been that good in the past. We have sometimes done amazing things that left, actually you left, and the people getting the awards remained until the last one was given. Then we turned around and wondered where everybody had gone. And so we're going to try and keep it moving today, make sure the Cirque du Soleil entertainment is fast-paced and you are enjoying that. It was kind of fun, these bracelets with the lights. It was fun watching those beach balls, or whatever you call them, that bouncing around in the crowd. That was a nice visual. I can think of a couple of things I want to say to you about that, and I'm going to edit all three of them that have occurred to me. I'm going to talk to you a second about my first recognition event, and then I want to make a point about it. Years ago, we were in a competition, our first one. We just come on board, just gotten licensed, and we got off to a pretty good start. We got the senior associate, and the company, actually a major part of the company under one big hierarchy in that firm, was having this competition, and we were in the senior associate category. But you guys, I was afraid to compete. Now those who know me later have trouble picturing that. But frankly, I'm talking to a lot more of you right now who are more like I was then than like you are like some of the people coming up here tonight. But you can make that transition. But then I was a little afraid to compete, sincerely. Cindy would talk to me, they showed the first 2 weeks came out of the contest, and we were like in the top 15. And Cindy would say, come on, we can do this. You could be number one. And I'd play it down and say, don't worry about it. That's not what I'm thinking about. I don't care about being number one. Inside, I wanted to be number one. But there was no way I was going to admit it. Not yet. And so then the second 2 weeks came out. We've been in a month. And we moved to like number 9. And she started in on me again. Come on, Rich. We could be number one. You can be number one in this category in the company. I go, Cindy, will you stop bothering about that? That's not what's important. We're helping families, and this is all true, right? But still, mostly fear is dominating my thoughts. Then it went 6 weeks. We moved to 7. Then we moved to 5. And I still hadn't sold out. I still wasn't trying to lean to the tape and try and make it happen. But something was beginning to happen inside of me. I'd never had a chance. I was a very ordinary athlete. I wanted to win, but just didn't have that skill set, didn't have the talent, didn't have the genetics. And all of a sudden I was in business and I thought, maybe I can win here. But every time I started to think that, I kind of pushed it back down because I was afraid to lose. Well, then this event is over. They didn't publish the last month. We have to go all the way across the country to a place called Point Clear, Alabama. Why do you go from California to Point Clear, Alabama in January? But we did. Because we heard they got the facility cheap because there had been a hurricane a few months before and hardly anything was left standing. So we're at this event, and we're at this recognition event, and the founder of the company is doing the recognition. And he did the associates, and then he started senior associates. And he was recognizing number 10. And all of a sudden, I started to ache. And I started, dang, why didn't I make the effort? Man, I hope I made the top 10. He said number 10, it wasn't me. Number 9, wasn't me. 8, not me. 7, 6, 5, not me. Now my heart's racing. Did I miss it entirely? Am I in the top 5? 4, not me. 3, not me. Guys, I'm sweating like I'm working out at this point. I'm just sitting there in the chair just staring at the guy, and he goes, now number 2. You know, number 2 is the worst number of all the numbers. He says, how many numbers are there? It's an infinite number of numbers. And out of the trillions and trillions and trillions of numbers that there are, 2 is the worst number of them all. Call me anything but number 2. 3 is fine, 8's okay, but not number 2. And you know, this guy who's number 2 in this contest was just this close to being number 1. If he'd added a little child rider to the policy, he'd have been number 1. But he's number 2. He'll always be number 2 in this contest. It'll be a memory for him the rest of his life. He was this close to being number 1, but he wasn't number 1, he was number 2. And number 2 is, now I'm telling you it's going to kill this guy when I say his name. And he goes off for another 5 minutes talking about how bad number 2 is. I'm dying. What's going on? And then he goes, number 2, old number 2, we'll know him from now on, Rich Strawley. And I just sat there. After all that, I had no inclination to go up and get the plaque. Finally, my leader went, get up and face it. And I took the plaque and I sat back down and Cindy tried to hug me and I said, not worth the effort. After that event, I went up to the guy who's number 1. And he's a really nice guy. He's a minister. I kind of feel bad about it now. And I said, his name was Nate. Prince of the guy. I said, Nate, you're a wonderful guy. I know you work hard. You're good at the business. No matter how hard you work, how long you work, how much effort you make, how committed you become, you will never, ever, ever beat me in any contest again for the rest of your life. I was about this far from his face when I finished. He went, well, God bless you, Rich. And God has blessed us, but not because of that conversation I had with him. By the way, he never did. The reality is, you guys, most of you are not going to get recognized here tonight. Not up here on the stage. Not in this event. It's a North American recognition. We have time and limits and all of these things. But I want you to pretend in your mind you're getting recognized. I want you to believe you deserve to be recognized up here in this kind of setting. I want you to feel it. I want you to hold that picture in both your heart and your mind. When I was exactly where you're at, when almost every leader here was where you're at right now, we had the same picture in our head. Hold it, believe it, and make it come true. Because you know what? We're not going to run out of recognition. And we can't wait to hold you up. We can't wait. Because of what that means, and what it'll mean to your family, and what it'll mean to the thousands of lives you will have touched and improved. Okay, last couple of instructions. We're going to try and move this fast. Good news, we got 2 venues, so we're going to be able to recognize the same numbers in two different stages. But we're going to have receiving lines up here. John, Arlene, would you join me real quick? We need to demonstrate something. As you come up, those of you receiving your awards, hold on. We're going to high five. We're not going to hug. We like to hug. Hug off stage. Hug all you want. Hug on the way back to the room. Hug anywhere else you want. But we're not going to hug up here. We're going to high five. Do you hear me in Mandalay Bay? Okay. Just in case you don't know what that means, we are going to give a visual demonstration. This is a hug. Yes. John. Okay, let me correct that. That's mating. The very first part of it was a hug. Then it moved on to something at a different level. This is a high five. All right. Could you act like you mean it? Come on. All right. So that's a high five. So as you're moving along, we're all high-fiving, not hugging, because that's what backs it up. I think I've covered everything, right? We're good? Now, last thing. You were wonderful, by the way. Help your wife down. Seriously, John, I've never seen you better. What? No selfies, you guys. We're not... Please, no selfies.
National Selfie Day.
I just want you to stop and think about it, deep in your heart. You know, selfies usually are like, they're stupid, right?
The duck faces.
So, if you can't control yourself, run out to the hallway of the arena, into the bathroom, close the stall door, take the selfie, come on back in. Right? Good. Now, one thing I wish we said right at the beginning of the event today. You guys, I'm in front of you, it's easy for you to respond. But now I'm talking to MGM. When we've got people up there talking tomorrow, and they're in the other arena, you've got to respond as if they're here. Right? We all need that. Mandalay Bay is the same thing. When we're speaking here, you got to respond as if we're there. Because you respond because one person isn't here, but thousands of us are. Are you following me? So we got thousands of us here. We ought to be cheering, going the whoosh, doing the whole 9 yards. Right? With the same enthusiasm we would if the person is right in front of us in person. So no matter where we are, let's give it everything we've got. They're doing their part. We got to do our part. Is that a deal? Then here we go. On with the show. Let's get pumped up. Let's have a good time.
Introducing Executive Vice Chairman, Faye Bonner.